This is not marketing.
No!
Prepare for real life.
My name is Scott Graham. I came here because of DSAP. I had a subdural hematoma where there was a liter of blood on my brain. So I had brain surgery. So after the brain surgery and the trauma, these spots began to manifest. They covered entirely my legs and arms, which after some research were diagnosed as DSAP. I was ashamed to go into public. People who met me thought that it was a communicable disease. And I felt like a social pariah. It was very humiliating. I was desperate to find a solution. So I went to the best and most highly recommended dermatologists that every one of them said that they were incurable. There was nothing that they could do. It was just hopeless. Coincidentally, I ran into a fellow that immediately said, "You have DSAP." He said, "You ought to try AMA Regenerative Medicine." I called up and sent pictures to AMA and got a response that, "Yes, you got to come in." And I did, and met with Dr. Milgrom, and lo and behold, he explained how the ozone therapy could address a systemic cure. I started on the ozone therapy in fall of 2018, and much to my amazement, my arms and legs, which were just awful, began to heal. Much more than that, I had these terrible, terrible seizures that were a result of the brain injury. I was having the seizures as many as 5 or 6 times a day. They were wretched, painful things, and they resolved. They stopped. For some reason, I had a terrible stuttering problem after the brain injury. I could not form a complete sentence without just intolerable stuttering, as Dr. Milgrom will attest. And that went away. I had functionally dropped out of society for fear of people's reaction to the DSAP and the seizures, which also I was told there was no solution. My life so fundamentally changed. I could not go to dinner, to movies, really do much in public. So to find AMA Regenerative Medicine was a blessing beyond my wildest dreams. I think clearly, I'm physically active. I'm planning a trip to Bolivia and Peru. The difference in the quality of my life is so profound that I cheer up. I hope and pray that others find the same relief. It does more than I ever could have expected or hoped for. My life changed entirely, and I am so grateful.